Have you ever wanted to learn how to groove in odd time signatures but weren't sure how? Well, stick around. This lesson's for you. Hey, what's up guys? Shane Graham here. Welcome back to another drum lesson. In this video, we will learn how to count, play, and groove in odd time signatures. We will be focusing on 5 and 7. I'll be giving you some of my own examples, as well as examples from Radiohead and Pink Floyd. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and let's jump right in. When we first think of an odd time signature, often we are lost and don't know where to start. The first thing we need to do is just count the time signature. Let's begin with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So after 5 beats, we come back to the 1. Now it's an odd number of beats, so this is an odd time signature. That's not to say that even numbers can't be odd time signatures. For instance, if we have like 18-8 or 26-16, those are still considered odd time signatures because they're not like a common time signature, which would be like 4, 3, 6, and 8. Those are much more common in popular music than something that has more beats to it. All odd time signatures can be broken down into groups of 2s and 3s. For 5, we can break it down into 3-2 or 2-3. So for 3-2, it'd be like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2-3, it'd be like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. These are the popular claves of 5, and they're especially useful at faster tempos. You don't want to be counting 5 beats at a really fast tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to be thinking of a pattern to help you internalize that phrase or rhythm. Da, 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 da. If I count that out, it'd be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's easier just to think of that rhythm. And these can be really cool combinations when you start combining like 5s and 7s and everything. Now let's play quarter notes on the hi-hat and count to 5. Next, we'll add the bass drum on beat 1 and beat 4, or beat 1 of the 3 phrase and beat 1 of the 2 phrase. Finally, we'll add the snare drum on beats 3 and 5, or beat 3 of the 3 phrase and beat 2 of the 2 phrase. This is the basic 5-4 quarter note groove. Let me demonstrate for you. Now let's play a basic 8th note groove, but we'll add beat 5. We'll add 2 more 8th notes and we'll add the snare on beat 5. Let me demonstrate for you. To make it more interesting, add the kick on the and to 4. Now let's take a look at 2 of my favorite Radiohead grooves in 5. Their drummer Phil Saway is very underrated. He's creative, musical, and tasteful. 3 of the characteristics you always want in a drummer. The first example will be Morning Bell from Kid A, and the second example will be 15 Step from In Rainbows. Let's take a look. Now let's move on to 7. First we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So it's going to take 7 beats to come back to beat 1, okay? Now let's break it down into groups of 2s and 3s. There's 3 different claves for 7. The most popular one is this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Faster it sounds like this. You'll hear this phrase a lot in music. It's really cool. You can use it across all different subdivisions. The second clave for 7 is this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Faster it sounds like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. The third clave for 7 is this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Faster like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Now let's play a basic 7/8 groove. We'll play our basic 4/4 eighth note groove, but we'll just chop off the last eighth note, last hi-hat, and we'll end on the hi-hat and snare like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Let me demonstrate for you. The most popular song in 7 of all time is easily Pink Floyd's Money, a great classic song. It's a basic 7/4 swung groove like this. Next, let's take a look at Radiohead's Paranoid Android. In the choruses, they alternate bars of 8 and 7, which form a compound meter of 15, which is really cool. We'll examine compound meters in a future lesson. Let's break down the bars of 7 in Paranoid Android. Learning to groove in odd time signatures will open up endless creativity for you. I know it can seem puzzling at first, but just begin slowly by counting each odd time signature out until you can feel it and no longer need to count it. You want to be able to make 5, 7, or any odd meter feel very musical, as if you don't even know it's in a different time signature. The goal is not to be doing math on the drum set, it's to make music, so never forget that. Well, that's it for this lesson. Have fun, experiment, create your own grooves and patterns, and most importantly, just make music. Always create to serve the music and not for your own purpose or ego. Well, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.